All right, guys, in today's video, you guys are going to be able to spot out the perfect trade opportunity and finding highest probable trade setups. So with that being said, guys, let's just dive right in. Let's not waste any time. If it's your first time here, guys, the link is in the video description below. With that being said, welcome to La Familia. Excited to have you guys here. Make sure you guys are connected to our free Telegram group, guys. Let's dive in. Let's not waste any time, guys. So as you guys know, we always want to focus on the higher time frame. The higher time frames will always give us the overall direction of the market. And one of the things that I noticed was, for example, with CAD/JPY, was that price actually, if I kind of clear this off, let me see if I can go back. If I clear this off, we can kind of see what happened here. So we can see that this is an area of interest. If we see over here, that price actually broke well above this area of interest, you know, this major level of supply. We saw that price did reject this area. On the daily, it is quite significant. So if we look over here, guys, pay close attention. Look at this area over here. If we go way back in history, we could see that this was the initial area that gave us the push to the downside. And we could see that it was also an area that was respected as a level of support, okay? So let's pay attention to this area over here. So before we had this pullback happen, okay, I saw that price was going to give us some sort of an exhaustion. Now, if we zoom in closely here on the 4-hour time frame, what are we doing? What direction are we, guys? We can see that we're clearly creating higher highs and higher lows. We can see that these levels are levels of demand. And so I knew that after CAD/JPY gave us this huge impulse to the upside, what was I looking for, guys? As traders, what happens? Sometimes we get distracted. Sometimes we're trying to find a sense of the direction of the market. But how are we going to be able to find a direction of the market if we aren't really focusing in the bigger picture? Okay, so pay close attention, guys. Make sure you guys are paying close attention to what I'm about to tell you right now. So not only do we understand the direction, but we look for confirmation. So not only did we break above these highs on the higher time frame, so we finally broke well above this level of support, we impulsed to the upside, but now we also closed on the daily. So this daily candle actually closed well above previous highs, but also closed this above this major level structure. Now in the bigger picture, I do have in the back of my mind that we also did form some sort of a double bottom. If we look at it over here, we have some sort of a W pattern formation. So I am anticipating for CAD/JPY to maybe give us a more complex pullback or more extensive pullback, which I'm going to show you in a second. Where price may come up here, come back down a little bit more. It might range for a bit. We don't know until it probably gives us a more corrective move to this neckline down here before maybe actually coming to this true level of supply way up here. So this is something that, guys, pay close attention because I'm dropping some heavy sauce here for you guys. This is something that's really crucial when it comes to trading. Sometimes it catches a lot of new traders off guard. They're like, yo, what happened here, man? Like, I was looking at clear momentum to the upside. We actually broke well above these highs. Why is it breaking back in and giving us a more extensive pullback? Well, this is the reason why, because we have to understand the overall bigger picture, right? I actually went down and said, okay, well, we did form a previous W pattern formation here, or a double bottom formation. And so I am anticipating in the back of my mind some sort of a more extensive pullback to this potential level that gave us this huge impulse. So this level of demand down here before it maybe comes back up to these highs up here. So that is something that I do have in the back of my mind. So knowing that, even though we did close bullish here with this previous daily candle, okay, let's kind of zoom in here a little bit, going down to the 4-hour time frame. I knew that at some point we had to give some sort of retracement. So if we look to the left, take a look at this. Where did we actually this candle come up to? Well, look at this. On the left hand side, we were also rejecting previous level support. Okay, support, right? Support over here. Now let me kind of zoom in here a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. But this is the 4-hour time frame, guys. Pay close attention. Look at this. Support, right? Support, resistance, and then boom, fell, right? So let's move on over here. Let me just clear this off here. Okay, there we go. And let's go to current price action. I've cleared it off right now on replay. So obviously, like, price has already moved well beyond this area. But I wanted to show you this amazing trade setup that we had, right? So that way you guys can use this for your own development with trading, right? And you guys can get better and more familiar with catching these trade opportunities. So when I saw price like this on the 4-hour time frame, I saw it starting to stall out. I knew it had to pull back. So let's kind of take this analysis off here out of the way. I knew that we were at a resistance area high. I knew that we had this nice impulse from this major level of demand over here. We had the impulse, and I knew that at some point it was going to correct at this point, right? Where could it come down to? This was kind of my target area here for CAD/JPY. All you really want to do, guys, knowing that we're coming to this potential major resistance area, I want to lower this down to the lower time frame. I went down to the 1-hour time frame and I said, okay, team, here's the deal. We could kind of plan this out nicely, but this is kind of what ended up happening. I thought that, hey, you know what? Price may come back up and retest this high. So this is my overall outlook that I had on price. If it breaks well above this high, it completely invalidates short opportunities for me. So I wouldn't be looking for sells. I knew that it was going to most likely come back up to this high and potentially reject it. But I knew that most likely it was going to go all the way to the high, but it was going to come back a little bit, kind of like creating a head and shoulders pattern formation, not all the way to the highs, and then give us an impulse to the downside, maybe a little bit of a corrective move, and then come back down to these lows. This was my overall target, okay, for price. Obviously my stop loss wasn't that high. My stop loss was just kind of a tad bit above, about 25 pips. We actually kind of play this out. You guys will be able to see how this trade setup ended up going in our favor exactly as expected. I think I had target around 80 pips. I'm not sure, but anyways, price did ended up going at least well beyond, I think it was like 45 pips in our favor. So I'm just going to play this out, team, so you guys could see, but this was our CAD JPY. Look, nothing here at this point. We're just at a major resistance area. We had a huge impulse on the higher time frame, right, to the upside, which is this impulse over here on the daily time frame. But we knew that we came to this major level of resistance. We knew that it was going to give us some sort of a pullback, and I knew that also it was going to probably come back down to this 30-minute time frame, 200 moving average. And even if we go to the 1 hour, it probably won't touch it, but I knew that it's probably going to come back and retest, or at least see the moving average come closer to where this target area would be going. So let's narrow this down to the 30-minute just so you guys could see what happened. And price ended up going in our favor, and we were able to profit. I think it was well over, let's play this out, well over 80 pips, guys. Take profit smashed. Okay, now the only thing it's crazy, but listen to me, guys. I put my alert literally a tad bit above here, so we missed it by the alert. I actually sent this in my VIP inner circle, which it sucks because I sent it as an outlook. The most important thing is it went in our favor. And here's the deal: as a trader, you understand that it's not about catching every opportunity, but catching the most highest probable setups or highest probable opportunities. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're not going to catch everything, and that's okay. And that's the right mindset you want to have, team, is that when you do approach the markets, you're not always kind of like, oh man, I missed out on this opportunity. Instead saying, great, this actually went in my direction. This went in my favor. You know, everything went well. On to the next. I know that I'm going to catch the next opportunity, right? And if I don't, that's okay. So long story short, unfortunately, I missed it because my alert, I set it up just a tad bit above. I did believe it was going to come back up to these highs because sometimes price tends to do these things. Either way, even at this candle closure just below this low would have been just enough for me to get in on this. And not only that, my stop loss, guys, take a look at my stop loss, 25 pips. So if I knew overall, even if it was going to come up here, right, and give us a little bit of drawdown, you know, I would have been enough confident that, hey, this 25 pip stop is more than enough, and most likely price is going to continue to go down lower. So either way, guys, take profit smash over 80 pips. Imagine this, one full lot. That's all it really takes, team. One full lot with time, obviously, right? You're not just going to go one full lot and deposit $1,000 and hope for the best. But what I'm saying is all it really takes, guys, if you're doing one full lot here in this case, right, that's $800 profit, really risking $250 on the table to potentially earn well over $800 USD. Beautiful trade setup. Overall analysis went in our favor. Look at this. Look at the analysis when I sent this out as well too. It was around 8 a.m. and boom, a profit smashed. If you enjoy these type of trades, if you enjoy these types of outlooks and analysis, let me know in the comments below, guys. And I'll continue to make more and more videos like this, guys. I appreciate you guys very much. If you're new to the family, make sure you subscribe, guys. I don't know what you're doing. You're missing out on a ton of value if you haven't subscribed already. Make sure you turn on that little bell icon so you never miss any single piece of content. That being said, guys, I will catch you on to the next one. Thank you so much, guys. Bye for now.